Sup gang. Oh, that was terrible. Let me try that again. How's it going, RaZeR's squad? Nope. Nope. How we doing, gamers? Welcome to RaZeR's Edge. Absolutely nailed it. Welcome. So, what is this series? You're looking at that thumbnail. You're seeing some words that you don't know what they mean. All right, let me tell you. It's a brand new weekly series that'll be uploaded every Friday at 10 AM EST. Now, I know what you're thinking. Weekly? Did I just hear that right? An upload schedule from Jonny RaZeR is not something that exists. Well, not until now. It'll be a somewhat podcast style series where I just kind of talk about like videos I would have otherwise like talked about in like a video essay, or like videos that don't like quite make the cut for like a super detailed like edited format, and it'll all just be over gameplay. So today you get some Mario Golf. And this can be really anything I want it to be, like not only like the video topics that I want to talk about, but also like stuff about myself, stories, things I've done, like my process of making videos, like some behind the scenes type stuff, just whatever we're feeling for the week. All right. Like, and if like I find a game that I really like or a show that I really like, I could talk about it here and not worry about like, oh, this needs to be like this super edited thing, whatever. So yeah, this series, weekly uploads, pretty much anything, some stuff in my normal style, some stuff just like this, where I'm just kind of answering some questions, Q&A style. But yeah, today I have prepared a few questions from you guys that I'll be answering Q&A style. Thank you everyone for writing questions and giving me free content. Let's go. But seriously, thank you guys. And I've also thrown in one of my own just to kind of tell you a little bit more about myself and announce a few things. But let's jump right into the questions. First of all, how far past my expectations did the Scott the Woz video go? The Scott the Woz video was something I never expected to see get to where it is today. I actually did expect it to get views, but not that many views. Not that many at all. I had the video done, like completely finished, and I showed it to my friend. My one friend, he was kind of like my quality control guy for a while. And like every time I made a video, I'd show it to him. So I showed him the video and realized that it kind of sucked and really wasn't that great. So I completely remade it. So the video that you have is like the second draft of the Scott the Woz video. Like I edited the script, I added a bunch of stuff and whatever. And then I finally completed it. And like aside from the audio quality, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was 260K views good, but I thought it was pretty good. So I posted it, and I had made like the J Schlatt video and like other videos in the series were in the works. But like the reason I made that was to put it on Reddit, because I knew if I made a good enough video, I could get some like recognition there. And don't get me wrong, like I made those particular videos because those were like the videos that I wanted to see in the world, but I did have some expectations going in that I would get a little bit of recognition off of them. And up until that point, like I was making decent content, like nothing revolutionary, but better than like the average channel with less than 100 subs. Like I knew I could make videos, but the problem was just getting people to see them. Like I'd show a video to all my friends and they'd agree that it was pretty good, and then I'd post it and only get like 20 views from those same friends. And that's why I made the series. Like I thought about like how can I use the clickbait of a person's name while making something that isn't like inherently clickbait. And I realized like how many commentary channels there are that just bash other people and like scrutinize every single like tiny mistake. So I thought like, why don't I make videos that are like actually like saying, oh, here's why like we actually like these people and why we watch their content, and not just like, oh, Jake Paul did something bad again. Like I wanted to make something different, and the content style that I've reached has just been like kind of showing off these people as like the pinnacle of YouTube content. And like I want to use this series as like like if you are a small YouTuber, here's what like some of the best people are doing, here's some things that you can take away from that. Not just saying like these people are good, but kind of saying why they're good. So I posted it to Reddit, and on like the first day it was already at 2K views, which was crazy for me. Like for context, I hadn't gotten more than like a few K on a single video up to that point. Like I had some like glitch videos get a couple K, not like nearly that fast. And then like the Schlatt video, I did the same thing with Reddit, but this one just blew it out of the water. Then every day, like the number went up by another 1,000. And I was still making videos at the time. Like I was making the like proximity chat video and the Mr. Beast video, but I spent a lot of time just watching the number go up. Like it was very addicting, to say the least. Then like it just struck the algorithm just perfectly and popped off. I was sitting with my friend in a Discord call and I was like ready to hop off for the night. And then I looked back at my channel and just realized the sub count had doubled. And I was like, what? How is that even possible? And I looked at like the analytics for the Scott video and just saw a straight upward line. Like I thought it would maybe get like a couple thousand views, like maybe like 10K, whatever. And like that's what I was hoping for. Like maybe 50, but it went well beyond that. It's sitting at like 260 right now. So I did not expect it to get that far. I still get like 200 to 400 views on it per day, which is insane. All right, next up, what's my favorite movie? Ooh. That's a tough one. All right, I watch a lot of movies and shows, so it's kind of a hard question to answer. But like in the top here, I do really like Monty Python, Holy Grail. That's like just a really funny movie. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is like a really well edited movie. And as like an editor, like I really appreciate a lot of the stuff that's done there. All the Marvel stuff and like Star Wars and a good amount of Disney stuff I like. But if I have to give my favorite movie of all time, it has to be a movie that I could watch forever and never get bored of, and that is the original SpongeBob movie. I have not watched another movie nearly as much. I think I might have triple digits on that one. I watched it a lot as a kid, and there's just no other movie with as much emotion in its storytelling. Like when he's singing Goofy Goober Rock and then he comes out and starts doing scat noises, like that's peak entertainment right there. All right, this next one's a three-parter. Pokemon or Lions, is cereal soup? Which fast food chicken sandwich is best? Well, these are some controversial ones. I'm gonna go a little out of order here. So cereal is not inherently soup. For something to be a soup, in my opinion, it has to exist only in soup form. So like cereal itself is not soup. Like if you have like a dry bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like that's not soup. If you add milk and create like the cinnamon milk broth, I think it leans more towards soup because it's kind of like marinating in there, but the results are still a bit inconclusive. I'd say like not inherently soup, but it can be close. Which fast food chicken sandwich is best? Gotta go with Chick-fil-A. I think between them and like McDonald's, Popeyes, and KFC, they're all pretty similar, but Chick-fil-A did popularize it, and like I've never had a bad experience with Chick-fil-A. At the other three, I can name a few off the top of my head. So the McDonald's around me is always pretty slow, like they're understaffed, so I get it, but it still isn't ideal. I'll wait like 30 minutes for some cold fries. It's not worth it. Like a few weeks ago, I got an iced coffee and I like did it on the mobile app. So I'm like, all right, they're just gonna bring it out to me. It's gonna be fine. It took them half an hour to get me an iced coffee. I'm like, what are you doing? Which I've worked in fast food, so like I'm just kind of chilling there. I'm not making a big deal about it. Dude in the car next to me, like flipping out. The man like walks up to the door of the McDonald's. He starts like banging on the doors because it's locked, because like the dining room's closed. And like about 15 minutes later, this guy comes out and he's like, oh, here you go, guys, like sorry about the wait, we're understaffed, whatever. I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter, like it's fine, like it is what it is. This dude next to me is like seething. He is like enraged. But they had like 3 people in there apparently, so that's a fat L. Popeyes, all right. Me and my friends, we were going in the drive-thru. They wouldn't let us order separately, which literally everybody else would let you order separately. Like this is when like quarantine started. Like they literally just like wouldn't let us order 3 separate checks. We're like, are you kidding me? Also the biscuits, very dry. And on that same day we went to Popeyes, we left because we like couldn't split our orders, and we went to KFC. My one friend ordered on the app or whatever. Actually, there wasn't a KFC app. We had to go in the web browser. The only KFC app was in like some like African country or like something like that, like something stupid. But there wasn't like a KFC app US. It was like KFC Canada, like KFC Montreal, KFC Zimbabwe. Like I'm like, what? So my friend orders on the app, and he pays and everything. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go inside to get my food. He tries to open the door and it's locked. We're like, okay, that's a little weird. There's people in the drive-thru, like going through the drive-thru, so we know it's open. He looks at the app and it says that he can come and get his order tomorrow. They really said, come back tomorrow. Like, they wouldn't let him go in the drive-thru to get his food. They literally told him, you have to come back tomorrow. So yeah, KFC not it. Also, every time I go to KFC, my order is wrong. Usually it's in my benefit, like they give me things I'm not supposed to get, which I'm not complaining there. But they did change their only good sauce to like a ripoff of the Chick-fil-A sauce, which is just really disappointing. Like, they had a banging, finger-licking good sauce, but now it's just a shell of its former self. And the only reason that we actually tried any of those on that day that we went was because it was Sunday and we forgot that Chick-fil-A was closed. And as for your final question, 1 billion lions versus all the Pokemon, to be honest, I don't even think the lions stand a chance, all right? I get that it's a billion, all right? A billion's a lot, so let's do some calculations real quick, all right? Reddit detectives have determined that a lion is 1.82 meters long by 0.85 meters wide by 1.15 meters tall, which is 1.78 meters cubed, all right? So 1 cubic lion is 1.78 meters cubed. So a billion lions is 1.78 billion cubic meters, which is only like, let me pull out the calculator here. It's only 0.42704471027 miles cubed, all right? So like less than half a mile cubed. For perspective, the Earth has a surface area of about 196.9 million square miles. Ohio alone has a surface area of 44,825 miles. So if the Pokemon just gave the lions Ohio, just like camped the border, that's an easy dub. Like, if a lion tries to escape Ohio, you just have Pikachu on the side use Thunderbolt, and then there's no longer a lion there. But I do love this question because, like, while a billion is a lot of lions, there are 7.6 billion people alone in the world, and like, we don't even come close to maxing out space. So like, the middle of the US is just corn. Like if this is like a Fortnite type situation where the lions and Pokemon like drop at different parts of the world, any Pokemon clutches the 1v1 except like Magikarp, all right? And compared to the Pokemon, like, lions are just weak, dude. Like, there are so many Pokemon with ranged attacks, and even if the lions were to become like a World War Z-esque like mass of lions, it just wouldn't matter, because like, a lion does not stand a chance against lightning or fire. They can just get melted by acid. Sure, it would take a while, but like, Mewtwo can just hover over all of them, do some psychic shenanigans, and take them all out. Billion lions versus Mewtwo is a more fair fight for the lions. Maybe then they win, but like, even Caterpie is huge. He's a foot tall. Butterfree is 3'7". The average lion is 3'8". No shot. No shot. Gyarados and Rayquaza, they're both over 20 feet tall. No shot. All right, they don't even need to use moves. They can just rotate fast enough and wipe them all out, like the freaking spinny arm from Wipeout. Moving on, who is your all-time favorite rapper in the history of the world ever, and why is his name Chrome? Well, obviously because Gravy is such a banger, it can't be helped. But on a more serious note, I do listen to a lot of different types of music. My playlist is a monstrosity, like anywhere from sea shanties to death metal, from Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston to Suge by DaBaby, just all over the place. My top few artists are Joji, Baby No Money, Young Gravy, Lil Yachty, Fun, Blink-182, DaBaby. Like, it's just every genre, you know? Just get a little bit of everything. And I also like a lot of like 2010s pop, because like, it's just what like I heard a lot as a kid. Like 2015 music peaked, and from there we just have DaBaby now, which honestly, actually no, that I lied. DaBaby is peak music. I take that back. And like, I'm not like a diehard like Nicki Minaj fan, but if like Starships comes on, like, you know, I'm singing along. Like, if any of those like older 2010 songs come on, I'm grooving to that. Next up, are you aware of what the Canine is doing at this particular time? If so, could you explain to me what activity the Canis lupus is currently indulging in? I believe he is in search of a mint. Pretty sure that is what the dog is doing at this moment. Will you be doing more videos like the professional COD player vid? Yes, hands down, yes. If you haven't seen the SoundCloud video, very similar style. I really like making those types of videos. If you haven't seen the SoundCloud video, it's like basically the same style of video. So if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. It's really getting beat up by the algorithm right now. Feels bad, but I really do like making those types of videos, and like I have one that I'm almost done writing that I can start working on soon. But if you didn't see the SoundCloud one, please check that out. And I'm gonna make it kind of like a series, my quest to become a pro at everything and like all around become just the pinnacle of human perfection. Name not final. I need to come up with a more clever name for the series, but right now it's just kind of like becoming a whatever. How did I leave the COD community so easily? Do I rest knowing that I'm the best COD player ever, or will I be in constant fear that someone will take my place? I have no fear that my title will be stolen from me. I rest very easily with that knowledge. Nobody can top what they can't play. Floyd Mayweather is undefeated. He can go without boxing for the rest of his life and remain the greatest, but I hear he has another fight with Ryan's toy review coming up, so like I don't want to call the fight, you know. If I ever do come back, like I just have to pick the least skilled opponent to go against. Like I can just like 1v1 one of you guys and like that's a dub, you know. You ever play Battletoads? No, I have not, and I've heard it's very hard, so I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. How did I come up with the name? I would imagine it's just taking your real name and shoving RaZeR next to it, but I don't know, I'm probably wrong as I always am. First of all, champ, you need more confidence in yourself, dude. Don't just assume you're wrong every time, all right? Second, you're pretty much right, actually, on the nose. My real name technically isn't Jonny, but it's the name that I go by. Like literally everyone I know calls me Jonny, so that's why it's spelled like that, because that's how I decided to spell it in like 3rd grade, which I had another channel before this. It was this channel, but I changed the name and like rebranded or whatever, and all the videos from those days are privated, but that's a topic for another day. So I made the name because I wanted to be called like by my name in videos. Like back when I was doing more like gameplay related stuff, I didn't want my friends to call me anything other than what they're used to calling me, because like all my friends that I play games with are people like who know me personally, so it'd be weird to like call them like oh hello Mr. RaZeR. Like it would just be weird, just like in like a normal game playing with them. And like I think it's confusing sometimes when like a person on YouTube like calls themselves by like their username, but then their friends call them like their actual name. So I wanted to avoid that and just kind of put my name first and then something after it to kind of distinguish myself. It's like I knew I wanted to be Jonny something, and I thought about it for a couple weeks, and a friend of mine recommended the name Jonny RaZeR, and it stuck. Doesn't really have any like alternate meaning. I forget why the Z's and R's are capitalized or why it's spelled like the company and not the word. I think I just thought it was cool at the time. But like a big factor in making that my name was like it was a name that nobody else had, and I wanted to like distinguish myself enough from like everybody else so I could have like something sort of unique going on. But yeah, you're pretty much right. So like give yourself more credit, dude. You got this, champ. Next up, what was the name of that one band? It's like Imagine something. I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, I think you're thinking of Imagine Dragons. Imagine dragging these balls in your face. Ooh. You know what, actually, since Candace got Ligma, I'm gonna have to pass that one over to Joe and Deez for the time being. My associates will contact you regarding Bofa and Updog at a later date. Nah, but for real, when you're gonna make that Discord video, I mean, geez, also face reveal. So for those of you who aren't on my Discord, I've been planning a video utilizing the server for quite some time, and it's the 3rd installment in the COD and SoundCloud rapper series. I actually have the script near completion, and I'm gonna need some participants from the crowd. Basically, what I'll need you guys for is a bit in the video where I do like mod interviews for the Discord server, and I'll also need people to like cause havoc in the server and just create general chaos. And it's fine if you don't want to be a mod but like do want to be in the interview part of it. There will be a Google form in the description if you guys want to fill that out to be a part of it, and I'll be mentioning the server and probably like a community post, so fill that out if you want to be involved. The event will be on the server at 3 p.m. EST on Saturday, July 10th, and I'll give everyone who fills out the form an applicant tag on Discord, and I'll use that to ping everyone when the time's right, just so you know like when to be there. And it'll be a lot of fun. I'll let everyone who participates like shout out their YouTube or socials or whatever at the end. And part of the reason that I'm making that particular video is I'm going to restructure the Discord server a bit. Like right now it's structured from my Twitch days. Like there's a million unused voice rooms that I thought were absolutely necessary like a year ago, but I'll be like rebuilding the server from the ground up and just making it a little nicer nicer overall. And as for a face reveal, I do want to do one, but I want it to be like a milestone. I know just like having my face and stuff will make editing a lot easier, but I want it to be something earned. I think just kind of saying like, oh, by the way, this is me would feel very unsatisfying. So I want to make it like a gift for X amount of subs, or like 50K listens to my hit song Gravy, available on Spotify. So yeah, I do want to do one, just not right now. And I actually just bought a webcam on Amazon, so you never know. But part of the reason that I haven't used it thus far is just like I haven't wanted to like associate my like normal life with YouTube. I didn't want like my college to find a video I made and like cancel me for saying something stupid. But I realized that having myself on screen can let me do a lot of good bits and like cutaways. And I also have a folder on my desktop called Content for Later that's full of like school projects and like old like live action like videos that I've done of myself that I really want to show you guys because they're honestly amazing. Either like good, pretty good, or like really bad, but like just perfect entertainment value all around. So yeah, face reveal, something I want to do, just not quite yet. Will you react to one of my excruciatingly cringy videos to increase video length? You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's do this. All right, here we go. Here's your COD montage. Oh wait, I think I have to save green screen like pack thing. All right, we got some solid Black Ops 3 gameplay going here. Yup. All right, I'm feeling it. The music's, I'm getting ready for it. Oh, we got some solid gameplay. Yup, great kill there, great kill. All right, I'm feeling it. All right, go off. Oh, here it comes. Oh, the double kill. Oh, go off. Oh, he's going crazy. Yo, he's cracked. He's goated. He's insane. No one has ever done this. Freaking immaculate gameplay. Too good. Too freaking spicy. Taking him out of the air with the LMG. He doesn't even need to aim half the time. Look at that. Oh, not even freaking aiming, dude. He is just too good, too powerful. Oh, go off. Absolutely insane at the game. Too good. Cannot be topped. Just spraying and praying to the top. Destroying all the competitors in his way. Dude, I don't even know if I can 1v1 that. Like that's too much, all right? He's too strong. All right, we got a little bit of a break in the action here. We got a nice care package coming in. Oh, just a counter UAV. He's gonna mix them up. We'll take him one out. All right, we love to see it. Oh, you hate to see that though. There's gonna be a comeback though, right? There's gonna be, yeah, there it is, the comeback. He's got another one. Sights in, destroyed, absolutely ended. Oh, here it comes. Oh, go off. Oh, freaking send it or end it, baby. He's going to the moon. Kill count in the thousands, destroying everybody. Absolute. Oh, the disrespect, dude. He's just built different. Oh. Does it ever bother you that you have like 6K subs, but most of them don't watch your videos? I can understand how that can be rough on a person. It does to some extent for sure, but it's not like I get mad that a majority of my subs don't watch my stuff. Like, I understand that most channels don't get every sub to watch every video. It's usually like a quarter or like a tenth for most channels. The only thing that bothers me is like the idea that I might have trapped myself in a niche that I'm not really a part of. Like, YouTube gives you some analytics of like your YouTube audience or whatever, and like what other channels they share in common. And the majority is Scott the Woz and like other Nintendo YouTubers. But like I made one video in the GameCube. I'm not really a Nintendo YouTuber, so I think like a lot of my stuff has gotten recommended to people who aren't really interested in it. They just saw like the Scott the Woz video and like what they saw, so they subbed, but they didn't really stick around for like my other content. They just like said, oh, he said good thing about Scott, subscribe, whatever. I think over time I've started to like weed out the subs that don't watch my videos. Like my sub count drops a lot, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's like, oh, that means like the people who don't actually watch my stuff are slowly being weeded out. So like the people who actually do will get recommended more, whatever. But I think them like seeing the thumbnails and ignoring them definitely have hurt my more recent stuff. And that's definitely hard, like working hours, like weeks or months even on a video, like crafting it to the perfect product only for it to get a couple hundred views really sucks. I hate being that guy like crawling back to Reddit, like trying to post my like very niche and like hard to categorize videos only for them to just go unnoticed. And I try not to say this too much, but like if you like the content, please share it with your friends, share it online. Like I don't care if people post my content on other platforms. And like I said, like the Scott the Woz video only blew up because of Reddit, so like if you want to post my stuff, please do, like make an iFunny fan page. I don't freaking care. It just helps me to get my content out there. And I read all the comments, so like I know that a lot of you guys love what I make, and I just want more people to be able to enjoy it as much as you guys like show that you do in the comments. So I think like the hollow subs like definitely put me down to some extent, but it's more like I know I'm making something good and I'm just tired that there aren't like too many people able to find it. For those of you who don't know, YouTube is something called CTR, or click-through rate, which is pretty much like the percentage of people who saw your thumbnail and clicked on it. Average is like 10%, but for me like almost every video is below that. Part of that's like definitely like thumbnail and title. I'm still not like the greatest marketer when it comes to that, and clickbait isn't really something that I want to do. Like I don't want to be like over the top. Like I have a little bit in the past, and I think it like hurts the integrity of the content a lot, and it's hard to like explain what some of the content is for the more like comedy focused stuff, because like it's all like a joke. Like with the COD video, like it's very obviously a joke, like if you watch the video, but I don't know how to express that while still going along with the bit that I'm a pro. Like you just have to watch the video to understand, but if no one clicks on the video, then no one watches it, so it's like this bad cycle of whatever. And YouTube will only recommend your videos if you have like a high enough CTR. Like the Scott the Woz video was at like 20% for the longest time. Like it had so many people from Reddit just coming in, and it was recommended like if you search Scott the Woz on YouTube. So like after a week it just blew up because YouTube started recommending it to a bunch of people. So I think like the subs that see those thumbnails really hurt like the overall likelihood of the video popping off. But as time goes on, I am like hoping that those dead subs like stop getting the recommendations and let YouTube like recommend me to other communities. And like every video that goes out, there's like over 1,000 bell notifications, but I only get like 20 views from those, so it's definitely tricky. But I'm focusing on just making my content better and better, because like eventually I think I'll make it to the point where the content just kind of speaks for itself. Like so long as I focus on quality and consistency, it really won't matter much in the future. Like I get zero hate comments on what I'm making now, aside from the occasional "this aged poorly" comment on my Cyberpunk and Carson video. So like those positive comments that I see like really keep me going. And it's almost discouraging though, getting those amazing comments of like, this is the funniest video on YouTube, whatever, but seeing the video get like a fraction of the views that other ones get. And this last one is just from me writing the question, why do I make videos? I make them because it's fun. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Like, I don't make these videos for money or views or whatever, but I do want them to make me money. Like, I want them to be seen, if you get what I mean. Like, I make them because I want to make them, and like it's the content that I want to see in the world, but I would like to do it full time. I'd say that my content is pretty good and like relatively better than a majority of like small channels. And that isn't like an ego thing. Like, I just put more time into it than a lot of like really small creators do. But I want to be able to focus on making my content as good as it can be, and I really can't, because like it doesn't pay the bills. I have to go to work, I have to go to school. Like I have to worry about like keeping myself financially stable before I can actually like make the videos I want to make. And I'll be at work just like hating it because like not because the job's hard or anything, but because like I want to be making content. Like I want to be like making a video, and like I'll just see the notifications like of comments on a video while I'm at work. I'm like, oh, is the video doing good? Like just so anxious like until I finally get home and like see like what everything's doing. Like just seeing the notifications of the new questions for this video, like I was so mad at work. I wanted to just start writing down my answers and start like writing the video, but I couldn't. Like I just want to be making the video. By the time I get home from work, I eat dinner and it's like 2 a.m. Right now I'm living with my family because like it's the summer and whatnot, so I can't be recording at 2 a.m. when they're asleep. Sometimes I'll write a script at like 4 in the morning or like edit through the night and just not sleep, but I can't like record at that hour because I really can't record at that hour. And then by the time I'm awake, I'm getting ready for work again. And like my family has never been like the most financially blessed, I guess you could say. And like I don't want to bog you guys down with specifics, but I just don't have like the luxury of like making content as much as I want to, just going non-stop, which is what I like to do. But I have to work, I have to earn money, pay for college. But I was never really in like the wealthiest environment. Like I've always had to save up like every dollar I could for months just to buy like one game or like buy myself a new console or whatever. And it hasn't been until I started working that I could actually like build my first PC and start like realistically making content. I was never like starving or anything. Like I couldn't say I had like a rough childhood, but my point, I guess, is that I want to get my videos to the point where I can make a decent living off of them, like just enough that I don't have to like work through college, or like that I can afford a place to live and just kind of chill, make videos and kind of exist for a while. Like that's really the dream for me. Like I don't need like $1 million and like a fancy car or whatever. I just want to make videos for you guys and just do that for a living. So like I guess my reasoning for making content is it's the job that I want. I don't do it for the money. I'd like to be able to do it for the money, but making videos for me is just such a fun, like creative process. I'll get an idea for something at like 3 a.m. and just not be able to sleep, just constantly thinking about it. Like I will go whole nights without sleeping because my brain literally won't let me stop making the video. Like I'll write a video, like I'll write an entire video in my head and just go, I guess we aren't sleeping tonight. Like I have to write this out. And like once I'm finally done, like it'll be lights out, like boom, done. When I have an idea, I just have to make it real. And like my only fear is losing the motivation to do something. Cause like there are times when like I'll have a video near completion and I'll just leave it there for weeks and not touch it. But like once I start editing again, I just get in like that flow state and I don't want to lose it, so I just keep going until it's done. But making content is just like the most fun and like fulfilling thing that I've really ever done. And seeing comments on videos saying how much a person liked it just really gets me through the day. I'm no filmmaker. Videos I make aren't like reinventing the wheel, but I like to make them. And I want them to be something more than just a hobby. Like I don't need a mansion or fame or adoring fans. I just want to be able to do what I love. And YouTube is like the perfect passion because it can pay for itself. So that was a long video, but I'm gonna end it there. I do have a lot of cool projects in the work, like the Discord video, and like I said, the Google form for that's in the description. So if you want to be a part of that, check that out. I'm gonna be trying some more different content ideas. I have a few really cool ideas that I want to try out, like completely different content style than what I make now, but I think those will be really cool for you guys. I'm also working on 2 final installments in my Perfect YouTuber series. Yep, we're gonna close it off with 2 more. And I think they're definitely very different, but they're 2 that kind of embody like different parts of YouTube that I haven't touched on as much. But with that being said, I hope to see you next week. Get it? Because it's like a weekly series now.